What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today, and today we have a very exciting model review for you guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the NG models 1/400 scale Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER in the Honoring Those Who Serve livery. What a great looking aircraft this is. Was super excited to see NG models release this, and really excited to have this in the collection here. And we have a bunch to take a look at. So without any further delay, let me get you guys propped up. Let's take this model out of the way and take a look at this box. So a very cool box right here for the Alaska Honoring Those Who Serve 737-900. Of course, you have the aircraft in the top left and the really cool patch that says Alaska Airlines Salute Those Who Serve. Really great purpose there. That is situated here right below the cockpit windows and to the left L1 door. So really cool to see that. Of course, Chester's got to be hanging out no matter what. So you have him back here on the top right. Honoring Those Who Serve, kind of a red, bold title, which I think is really smart here by NG to kind of make it bold and really serve its purpose. Kind of interesting to see a blue cutaway right here. Was not really expecting that, but it kind of works well since obviously the back portion of the plane is that bluish color. So I get why they did it, just typically not something NG would do to make it that big of a portion. But you do have the Boeing licensing, Alaska, registration is 265 Alpha Kilo, NG models 1/400 scale, all your applicable details. This model came from the Texan Airplane Store during the one-day Dallas show. You probably heard that in the last two model reviews, but this was another one of those models. And if you are interested in going to the upcoming one-day show, that will be taking place on April 20th, 2024, and I will definitely be there. So if you are able to go, I would highly recommend it, especially if you're a Dallas local or in the proximity and want to fly in for the day. It'll be really cool to get to see everybody, and they have a bunch of vendors at the Texan Airplane Store, and really cool. I mean, I even found a pair of TWA shoes at the last time, which was really cool. So they get a bunch of cool stuff, Braniff, merchandise, you name it, they're gonna have it. So certainly recommend that for any of those locals. And don't worry, if you don't live in Dallas and live in another city, there's other one-day shows around, such as San Francisco, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Newark, Minneapolis. There's a bunch of them. So definitely sign up for that Airlines International email list if you haven't already at airlinesinternational.org if you haven't already, so that you can find your local one-day show in your region. Enough with the one-day shows, though. We are here for Honoring Those Who Serve, and what a great aircraft this is. As I was referencing, I was really excited to see this released, as this completes my trio of the Honoring Those Who Serve that Alaska Airlines has in their fleet. They have the Ember 175 for Horizon. I got that model in the June 2020 release from Gemini Jets, and that was certainly an interesting one. Then I got the 737-800 from the October 2020 release from NG models. That one turned out super well, and now NG doing this one from one of the releases. Of course, I'm remembering what happened 4 years ago, but I can't remember when this one was. I'm thinking it was in the same release as Illinois, I think. I want to say that it was probably like November or so, although it could have been before that. It might have been before that. I can't remember. I apologize. I need to go double check on what I missed, but I'm thinking it was like November or something like that. Anyways, though, this is a really cool plane, and certainly very glad to have it in the fleet. So let's go ahead and depict it. So let's get started. Sorry about this. The cat here just continues to get on everything no matter what I do. It's just been kind of frustrating, but it's okay. Here's the cockpit windows along with the windshield wipers, in the nose cone of 737 for NG models. Never fails to impress. That's what we're seeing right here. Here's that Alaska Salute logo. That looks really cool. Very cool symbol. Glad to see that here. And then you have the really cool 265-900ER here on the nose landing gear door, which is quite big in the nose landing gear. So the 265 is obviously the registration 265 Alpha Kilo, and this is a 900ER, so that's depicted here too. So pretty interesting. Here's the red line right here along with the L1 door, and you got a bunch of detail going on here from the window to the lever to the hazard / whatever is there. And this says something about the veterans, which is really cool. And then, of course, you had this as well. I want to take a moment when we got to the billboard titles here that says Honoring Those Who Serve to thank each and every one of you that has served for our country. Of course, there's a bunch of various airline liveries that celebrate this, like Medal of Honor. Then you have Alaska's Honoring Those Who Serve. And there's a bunch of really cool liveries that commemorate the people that have served for our country. So I want to give a huge thank you. I know it's not Veterans Day, but it's still really important to celebrate this year-round, no matter what day it is, or Memorial Day or any of those holidays. The holidays are fantastic and very meaningful. However, it is still important to acknowledge everybody that serves on a daily basis, and Alaska Airlines does this very well with their 3 aircraft flying around. Here's the Alaska Airlines billboard titles in light gray down here. Certainly interesting color choice. Kind of reminds me of the Southwest Illinois 1 and other special liveries, how they have this light gray color on white. I'm not sure. I mean, I thought for Southwest, maybe they were just trying to make the airplanes like bold so you can see what it is. I'm thinking Alaska might be trying to follow suit with that to make it bold and like, hey, this is the purpose here is honoring those who serve, not who the airline is. So, and plus you can see Chester on the tail, so that kind of is a giveaway anyways. But nevertheless, you have the Alaska tiles right here. Then you have the red cheat line that goes into the navy cheat line, and really cool to see that gold trim there on the CFM56. I think that's one of the coolest components of the livery. So that's what you're going to find right there, along with the blue there on the tire. That's really cool. So very cool to see those various characteristics, and they look really great. Here's the emergency exits right here. You have two of them here on the 900. Then you have the slide right there, and the wing is always so nicely detailed here on NG 737 mold. You can see the leading edge slats, the flaps, the speed brakes, you name it, it's here. You can also see, in addition to that, the scimitar winglet, really nice US flag design that looks absolutely spectacular. As I was referring to, the Navy comes in here and kind of stills the day here for the back portion here where your economy is. Then you got two antennas down there, along with the emergency exit hatch right here. Of course, on the 900, it has enough seats to where it needs an additional hatch. So the airlines, and I think Boeing, it probably was Boeing's choice, but I think the airlines may have contributed to it, ended up deciding to have a door right here. So that ended up looking really good. Then, of course, you have the registration November 265 Alpha Kilo, the back antenna along with that Wi-Fi box, which is kind of situated there between the Navy cheat line and the main fuselage there. Then of course you have another symbol back here in the back. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it looks really nice. And Chester always hanging out here on the Alaska Airlines plane. No exception with this one here. He's the Navy this time around. Looks really good with the APU and horizontal stabilizer detail too. Back here you got, of course, the baggage door there in the front. And then you got kind of a cool casting piece right here into that gray. It's really cool to see how bold that is on this side. Couldn't really notice it quite as much over here. In fact, I don't even know if it is on this side, but on this side you can certainly see where that gray comes into play, which is pretty cool. And then of course you got another exit hatch back here on the 900 on the right side. And then you got the baggage door with more messages here for our veterans. So what a thought out livery here from Alaska Airlines. Top of the aircraft's pretty simple. You got the livery converging there along with the beacon and everything, so that looks really cool. And then on the bottom, of course, you got the navy blue really stealing the show for the majority of that, and a little bit of the white fuselage piece there too. This is a really great model, and I'm so glad to see NG models continuing to represent the veterans well with this 737-900 offering. As I was referring to, they did the 737-800 a couple years ago, so cool to see the 737-900 follow suit here. For Alaska Airlines, it's certainly a very cool one. Like I said, I completed the trio, which is really cool, so definitely go try to get the trio if you can. It's kind of challenging with how rare the 800 is for NG. Now, Gemini jets did both the 800 and the 900. The 900 is still kind of hard to find, but it is findable. That model was done like in 2016 or 17. And then Gemini jets recently actually did the 800 honoring those who serve. I want to say that was like October 2022 or so, somewhere in that range. So cool to see that Gemini jets continuing to contribute to the veterans as well, and everybody that is serving as we speak. So yeah, really cool model here. Highly recommend it if you are interested in this one. Again, it's a really cool plane. I recommend it for anybody's collection. It's a must-buy airplane because it's a great purpose. I bought it not only to represent our veterans and all of those airport updates in my collection, but also because I got to see this aircraft at Denver International Airport on January 4th, 2023. It was really cool to see this one come in, and it was in the afternoon, and I was kind of torn whether I wanted to walk over to see this aircraft or keep spotting on the patio because the lighting was getting great, and I had a little bit of a break, so I decided to sprint over, like between specials and heavies and everything. So I sprinted over the gate, C39, it's 37 or 39, I'm thinking it's 39, and got to see this aircraft, which was really cool. That was the first time that I snuck into Timberline, the really great steakhouse in Terminal C at Denver, and kind of didn't even ask. I just kind of went to the window, and luckily they didn't mind. I did it for this one, and then 2 hours later, More to Love showed up, and I had to do it for that one with the great sunset picture there, so that was great. And then I ended up eating there the next time I was there anyway, so it all worked out just fine. So yeah, highly recommend checking out that restaurant. It's a little expensive, but sometimes you just got to have some fun. So anyways, though, really cool model. Definitely recommend it for your collection if you are needing an Alaska 737-900. It's a really good one with a great purpose. Hard to go wrong with this plane, and a great job here by NG Models as always. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing. Come on, macro mode. Come on, come on, come. There we go. Signing off.